Hi, I'm Kevin Rosine, Technical Agronomist for Channel Seed. I'm here today to give you a quick territory update. I've been doing these updates via email to all my dealers and seed pros through the spring and summer. Got some feedback from some of our seed pros and dealers that maybe we should try doing some of these in video. That way you guys can pass along the link to customers and might be able to use a little better than we can through email. So this is my attempt to gain feedback from you guys, try something different. Please let me know if we need to add or do something different in the future. Apologize for the wind noise. It's a little windy here, as you guys know, through the spring, trying to find the good non-windy day to take video and spray and all that kind of stuff can be a challenge. So overall, I've been very pleased with what the crops look like. Both corn and soybeans, I've been really thrilled to see how well they're getting through the weather that we've been having for the last week or so. Corn, this is some of the earlier planted corn. As you can see, it's getting close to head high. Should be tasseling here in a week and a half to 2 weeks. Some of the later planted corn sitting at that V5 to V7 range, so it still has a few weeks before we can get to tassel and start thinking about that. So with the corn, I wanted to just relay to you guys, don't give up on this crop yet. It looks really nice. I know prices aren't as high as you want them to be, but there's still a lot of yield potential out there for us, and we really need to make sure that we're putting the inputs into this crop to get the yields that you guys are expecting, that we're expecting out of our products. So please, I know we're entering in a drought, but remember from 2023, we were at this time, this is June 22nd, at this time last year we were in a significant drought with rain that we didn't have much rain through the spring, and we were in pretty bad drought conditions. Just remember last year we went through that in June. We still had really good yields in the fall, and it's something that we just don't give up on this crop. I know it's dry. The leaves are starting to roll in some of these products and some of these acres, but we've had a lot of rain through the spring. I think this dry weather is actually good for the corn crop. It allows the roots to root down, get down to that moisture, get down to that fertility level that we have down in the soil, and it'll take off. And I think the yields will be there as long as we get another couple rains throughout the summer. Soybeans, same thing. Been really thrilled to see how they look as they look around the territory. A lot of the fields, we can go into that first flower stage. A lot of early planted beans looking really good. Anywhere from shin to knee high. Those are going to keep going up, and that's why we really encourage early planting of soybeans, mainly because it gives us more time in that flowering period, so we can get more nodes, get more flowers, and help drive that yield up. Don't give up on these crops. Let's keep it early. Let's stick with what you've been planning on doing, and let's get these finishing. The only really issues I've seen throughout the territory are all weather related, which isn't surprising. But anywhere from some hail damage up along the I-80 corridor, which a lot of that corn, it was really enough, it's coming back out of it. It doesn't look pretty in some spots, but it's coming out of it. There were some replanted soybeans. That's just the unfortunate. We got enough hail at enough time that it just kind of beat the beans down. We had to replant them, but the replants are already up and looking pretty nice. I just went through the last couple days looking through some green snap damage over on the east, over towards north of Bloomington. I'm sure some of you guys have seen some of the pictures of the towers north of Bloomington, the high-line power lines that were taken down by the wind. It's really hard for our corn to withstand that kind of wind as well. So we did have some green snap over there, but we're working through that and helping those guys through there. Other than that, a little bit of hail. Some of the territories gotten some decent rains here and there. Looks like there's some rain forecasted. I'm really excited. I think this crop has a lot of potential there, and we need to keep moving forward with it. Couple things to think about as we move here on into the future over the next couple weeks. We have found over the last week or so some worm larvae, a little bit of feeding on some different roots here and there throughout the state. So right now I talked with Zach Swanson. He dug some roots yesterday. Wasn't able to find any that they were able to find about a week ago. find the scarring, the feeding on it. But in 2 to 3 weeks, the adult larvae are going to start emerging, and we'll start seeing them flying around as well. So it seems to be a little earlier this year than it is in the past. I think we've said that a lot about the insect and weed pressure that we've had this year. So keep an eye out on them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of your channel agronomists. We'd be glad to come out and dig some roots and talk with you about it. If you're really concerned about the rootworm level and pressure, we do have sticky traps available. I highly encourage you guys to put a few of those out so you can see your pressure level. That way you can make better decisions in the future on whether you need to be running a BT4 Pro, Smart Sex Pro, or even a double insecticide. Depending on your level, that's really going to help drive that decision on what trait package you're going to use in the future. I'm sure a lot of you guys have also seen some reports of tar spot being found in areas in multiple states this year already. I personally have not seen any tar spot myself. I'm sure it's out there if we dig and find and start looking at some of the lower leaves. The only thing I can encourage you guys is, like I said before in the video, don't back off on the plan you have in place. Make sure we need to be spraying this crop with fungicides around that tassel time frame with a high quality product like Delar or Delar Complete Prepare. We want to make sure to protect that because the weather's been pretty decent for tar spot progression, and we just want to make sure we don't let that be our yield limiting factors because we didn't want to spray a fungicide. Please, I encourage you guys, plan on spraying and trying to keep the tar spot at bay as much as we can. So with that, that's my update for this week. If you guys need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Love to come and see and talk with you guys. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.